are the books that I will never stop recommending. Hello everyone, my name is Selima. I love reading books and I love talking about them more. So welcome back to my channel. If you are a beginner who wants to read more books, or you are in a slump read and feel lost, or you are just looking for a great book to read, I am here to recommend you one of the best books that I've read, and I've read quite a lot. The first book that I will never shut up about it is Archer's Voice. This book was so beautiful. So the story is about Bree, a girl who just moved into a small town to try and escape from her past and trauma when she meets Archer. Archer is a strange and silent man who isolated himself from the world and communicate with no one until he meets Bree. This is my comfort read. It was pure love and literally the definition of perfection. If you haven't read it yet, I envy you, because you get to experience it for the first time. This book will forever hold a special place in my heart. I literally love it. Next we have Twisted Lies. This is actually the fourth in the series, but it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna put the order of the books here. You can of course read them as a standalone. I personally read them in order and I love them all, but Twisted Lies will always be my favorite. So this story is about Stella, who's shy and introverted despite her social media fame, and she is a hopeless romantic. Just like your girl right here. She recently got fired from her job, so feeling lost, she decided to start a fake relationship with Christian Harbour to get her dream job. Christian is one of the most dangerous men in the city, but he's also obsessed with her. This love story was so passionate and so beautiful that I read it 3 times already. Please read it, and don't forget to check the trigger warnings. Next we have 1,000 Boy Kisses. I always recommend this book for people who want a good cry, because this book will make you sob. This story follows a puppy Andrew who's been best friends since childhood, that until his family had to move out. But they promised each other to always stay in contact. Except suddenly Puppy cut him off without any word of explanation. Years after, he returned back and he had one thing in his mind: to know why she did it, why she broke his heart. And when he finds out the truth, the real heartache is yet to come. I can't even begin to tell you how much this book made me feel. It literally broke my heart. I felt the heartache right there with these characters. I love this book with everything that I have. If you decided to read it, don't forget to check the trigger warning. Next we have Reminders of Him. Now before I talk about this book, I wanted to make one thing clear. Colleen Hoover books are pretty good. They are also amazing for beginners because they are written with an easy English. But what I will advise you is to not get stuck only to her books. Trust me, that happened to me. I basically read all her books and then went into the biggest slump read of my life. That's why you have to try other authors with different genre to learn your likes and dislikes. Just trust me, it's not only Colleen Hoover that writes with an easy English. All the books that I mentioned before, you can read them easily. So back to Reminders of Him. This book follows up Kenna after serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake. She returns to where it all went wrong, hoping to see her daughter, but it was nearly impossible from how everyone shut her down except for Ledger. These two characters formed a strong connection despite the pressure that was around them. It's a mix of emotional and sad reads with a happy ending. The plot twist of this book had me crying for hours. Finally, we have To Love Jason Thorne and To Hate Adam Corner. It's a series that can be read as a standalone, but I'm gonna talk about both of them because I love them. Starting off with the first one, To Love Jason Thorne. It's about Olive, who had a crush on Jason since she was a kid, that she wrote a book about him, not knowing it's gonna turn into a movie in which he is the lead actor. We have a lot of good tropes in this book, like childhood crush, friends to lover, even though I'm not a fan of friends to lovers, but in this book I really enjoyed it. We have fake marriage, forced proximity. It was given everything. I adored this book. It made me laugh, it made me smile, giggle, everything. I will always recommend this book. The second one is To Hate Adam Corner. It's about Lucy, who always had a fangirl obsession over the famous actor Adam. and she was always stalking him, but like not in a creepy way, when he puts her in jail after a small incident, and that's when they became nemesis. We have enemies to lovers, single dad, and slow burn. And let me tell you, it burned so good. I literally had the biggest smile while reading this book. The characters were so funny and the tension between them was impeccable. So these are my recommendations for now. I'm gonna do a part 2, part 3 until you get sick of me. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press the like button and follow me for more. See you in the next video.